That's right, big guy. Alrighty, baby.
It's so good. Comparado with dried fish. After Bali, we only had a few days in Manila, but while we were in Bali, Tiny stopped eating and started having trouble breathing. And then she had to be confined, and it was just so stressful. I remember constantly messaging the clinic for updates, feeling so anxious that I wasn't there with her. I was really scared that she wouldn't be allowed to fly back with us to New York. Thankfully, her vet in Manila, Dr. Carla Peralta, cleared her to travel. Thank you so much, Peralta Clinic. So during the flight, I monitored her closely, making sure she was okay. And on top of that, taking care of a baby too, it really added weight to the whole situation. But in the end, I'm just so thankful we made it to New York safe. And looking back now, I'm just so grateful we're all home together.
Very nice, Tiny. Good job, Tines. Welcome back to Seoul. Hello, big boy. Someone blew up his diaper, immediately deplaning. My lord.
Hi, Tiny. Look at you.
What else, big guy? What the hell do you think about that, Litzy boy? Staring? Wowee. Oh God. That blink freaked me out, right, Litz? Oh boy. Ugh. All right, Litzy boy. Say bye-bye to the lounge. Thank you, Mama. Last leg, big guy. We'll find out soon enough, baby. Oop. Nice, baby. Champagne for the flight home. Oh my God, my heart. baby can finally rest easy at the end of the trip, so long as Tiny uses the restroom. It's been a long while since Tiny got to go, so this is what will bring both Tiny and my baby peace. You've been so good, little man. My lord. You are a champion. That's our MVP of the household right there. Handling all the passports, paperwork. I just get to hold the bags. But this person has done everything logistically to make sure that we've landed this trip properly. But, whew, what a ride. Okay, survived.
This was the morning after our flight. I noticed Tiny's breathing wasn't normal, so I rushed her to her vet here in New York, and they checked her and said her respiratory rate was very high and that I needed to bring her immediately to the hospital. So I walked over with Blitz, who was due for a feed at that time. I was so stressed, I didn't know what to do. Called my husband in the office and asked him to meet me at the animal hospital so he could take Blitz home and feed him while I focused on Tiny. So anyway, they took Tiny in right away. She was started on IV fluids and placed in an oxygen chamber because she couldn't breathe properly on her own. And the doctors told me that she needed to stay hospitalized, and they did an echocardiogram to figure out what was happening and what treatment she would need. The next day, they called and told me Tiny had pulmonary hypertension and that she had to stay in the hospital until she could breathe normally without oxygen. And they started her on new medications while continuing her maintenance meds. I visited her every day, and each visit was so scary because anything could happen. And every phone call from the hospital made my heart race because, so many what ifs. 2 days after arriving from Manila, I had my naturalization interview. Thankful that Tiny was in the hospital with proper care during that time, but I was so uneasy because, you never know what can happen. By day 3, she still needed oxygen. I asked the doctors what we should do moving forward, and they said they would try gradually lowering the oxygen levels to see if she could breathe on her own. By day 4, Tiny was stable and ready to be discharged. Thank God. I came home with a bunch of medications for her to take, and I'm so relieved that she's okay now. The meds are working for her new heart condition, and I couldn't be happier to have her back home. So we made it back here in New York. Thank you so much for all the views and for supporting the channel. I've been reading all of your comments, and many of you have been asking how we're able to travel with Tiny. So we've been flying Korean Air for that reason because they allow pets in the cabin. But it all depends on the weight, the breed, etc. But you can check online, you can check their website. But here's what you'll need if you're flying from New York to the Philippines. One is you need an import permit from the Philippine Bureau of Animal Industry, which you can easily get online. Two is a USDA endorsed health certificate issued within 10 days of your flight. Three is you need a valid vaccination certificate, especially for rabies and deworming. Four is proof of your dog's microchip. And then also parasite treatment records. Your dog must be treated for internal and external parasites within 10 days of departure. Based on my recent trip, no quarantine was needed. And then now for the flight back from Manila to New York, you'll need the following. One is the proof of the microchip. Two is the vaccination record from the US, which I already had before flying to Manila. Three is a CDC import permit, which is super easy to apply for online. Four is a health certificate from a licensed vet in the Philippines. And then the last one is an expert permit from the BAI. You can apply for this online or right at the BAI office in the airport before your flight. Before you travel, always call your airline and make sure that they can accommodate pets in cabin. Because with Korean Air, not all their flights allow pets. So double check your specific route first. And just so you know, the fee for pets in cabin is $300 one way. Also, be sure to check CDC and USDA restrictions before you fly, especially for countries like the Philippines, which is considered high risk for rabies. So it really depends on where you're traveling from and to. Traveling with pets can sound very intimidating, but once you know the process, it's totally doable, totally manageable, and yeah, I hope that this helps answer all your questions. Thank you for supporting the vlog, and yeah, I'll share more of my mom life here in New York with you guys. So yeah, keep on watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.